ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this video. I'm gonna talk about some tennis, women tennis. It's all about the ending of an era. I call it out with the old, in with the new. In my very early days, I grew up with several female tennis players that I've been watching, and I'm gonna talk about just about four women that that I remember and that I enjoyed their game. The first one that comes in mind is Gabriela Sabatini. Gabriela Sabatini, she is from Argentina. Very popular young lady, also very young lady. She's about she's about 50, I think, right now. Yeah, 51. At the time, she was very popular. She had her own perfume line. What can you say about her? She's a beautiful woman to watch. Had I think a great tennis career, but she was more popular for her beauty, I think. But I enjoyed her tennis. I think she was one of the women that I did not forget in the 90s when she played tennis. I enjoyed her very much. I loved her tennis. The next one is Martina Navratilova. Also very powerful young woman. Young, why do I say young? She's not young anymore. But back in the day she was powerful. Now 64. She's from Czechia. Went back to the United States and got a citizenship as an American. Well, yeah, she was one of the greatest. Won many trophies. Is an icon, an example, and means a lot to female tennis, especially in the 90s. She was very popular, and is still a very popular woman. Enjoyed her tennis. And there is one that is, in my opinion, is greater than her. And that's Steffi Graf, the German. In my opinion, the best that I've ever seen. In the 90s, she was unstoppable. An all-rounder. Won many Grand Slams. She has won all Grand Slams in the 80s. At the end of the 80s, that is something very special. Then you are very dominant. But in the 90s, she did beautiful things for women tennis, and nobody can compete to her. She had some competition from another lady I'm gonna mention. Graf is the one that stayed #1 for 7 years, I think, in a row. That is ridiculous, and I don't see many women do that anymore. Women's tennis has been changing so much, but Graf is for me the best that I've ever seen. The best, really the best. She had some competition. And one of my favorites, Seles. In my young days, I loved her face. She was very cute, and I felt something for her, because she was struck by a knife of a fan of Graf, and that was terrible. But yeah, I loved her tennis. She was, by the way, one of the first women that I remember that was screaming several times during matches.